Well, welcome to the Moving Pictures Lounge up here at Sundance. Alexandre Rockwell, Peter Dinklage. You guys worked together 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago, on 13 Moons.
On Pete Smalls is Dead.
No. That was 9 years ago.
Wait, so Pete Smalls is Dead was shot a little
Before
while
13
back?
Moons. No.
No,
We're joking.
no.
No,
It was a while ago. No, like a year ago.
A year ago.
ago.
Yeah.
So it
No,
wasn't
it's
too
like,
long
come on,
ago.
it's a year ago.
A year ago.
Okay. Yeah, 13 Moons was our first working filming experience, but we actually did we do that little short in
We did a
Williamsburg?
short for just
In
ourselves.
Williamsburg, yeah, with Peter and Steve Buscemi and Rosie Perez,
Rosie.
little cameos.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, what's it like working with the director second time around? Does it
It's
change,
great.
the relationship change?
Yeah, I love it. I love working. I could work with him on all movies that I do, and I love working with directors repeatedly. You just sort of cut to the chase. The small talk is out the window, and you get to the work, and you don't really, you don't have, you sort of, your ego gets stripped a bit more, and that's hard for an actor's ego to get stripped. But it's true. You really get to, I think, to the work much more rapidly.
Have you been on set with Steve since Living in Oblivion as well? Or?
Yeah, I think I've done about 4 movies with Steve now. Did a movie that he produced and was in a couple years ago, St. John of Las Vegas. So we love working together.
Yeah.
At least I like working with him. I don't know how he feels about me. You probably.
Steve's great. I mean, with both of these guys, what's great about working with them more than once is that he's right. You do. In fact, if you see like behind the scenes footage, you'll say, "Oh my God, I'm being so rude," because you don't ever have to be all the politeness, because when we first start out with actors, a lot of times it's making sure they're okay and being polite and being nice. Whereas with Peter and I and Steve, it's just like pass the turkey. I like dark meat. He likes dark meat. I'm gonna take the dark. So it's like family dinners.
Right.
It's and you argue and you laugh and there's intrigues and fun. But it's great because you don't have to worry about being. You don't have to worry about all the other stuff.
Yeah.
It's so stressful to worry about, does that actor like me? Do they trust me? Whereas it's like, you just know the guy doesn't trust you.
There's a lot of, when you shoot a movie, there's a lot of, everybody circles each other for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And you're working at the same time, so there's sort of that dynamic working.
Peter
and I
has
think
a
it kind of
method.
chips away at it a
You
little
sleep
bit.
with everyone the first 2 weeks,
Oh yeah.
which is kind of interesting. It's kind
First
of
2 days.
I played hard to get for a day, and
Yeah.
he's just ridiculous.
Depends on the
He's
cast
just
size.
magnetic, the guy. But actually, Steve Buscemi and he are great together too. I loved watching them work together because they're like I am with them, and I've worked with Steve a lot, and I watch the way they work together because they don't. They don't have to pretend that whole like. So what are you working on and how they just come right into it and they just do the work and and they don't have to worry about whether they like each other or not. They do like each other. It's obvious.
Had you
know what I
seen
mean?
Peter do a bunch of his off-Broadway stuff?
I've seen him do plays, and then he did a play with a
that's how
friend
we
of mine
met.
wrote. That's how
Yeah.
we met in a small off-Broadway
Came
theater.
to this opening of a play we did.
Right, and but I'd always liked him. And as soon as Steve introduced me to Peter Stormare that way too, and an actor will, so he'll tell me about an actor, and then we'll, and it's great
Richie.
to not have agents introduce you or a casting agent or business or some. It's more like artists meeting and talking, and I think it used to be much more like that before.
Yeah, I also think the best casts come together not through the audition process, but through
No.
just, cutting that part of it out and just going straight for who you like working with.